The sky had turned to brass. For 3 long years, no rain had fallen, no dew touched the ground. The rivers shrank, the crops failed, the land was dry, and so were the hearts of the people. Israel had forgotten the name of the true God. But in the middle of that silence, one man stood. He had no army, no throne, no position of power, but he carried something far greater. He carried a word from God. And when the world is loud with confusion, a single word from God can silence everything. That man's name was Elijah. Most people remember Elijah on the mountain, the bold prophet, the fearless voice, the man who called down fire from heaven. But many forget Elijah in the cave, the tired man, the discouraged servant, the one who sat under a broom tree and whispered, "Lord, I am the only one left." Have you ever felt like that? Standing for what is right while everyone else chooses what is easy. Holding on to faith while the world around you bows to what is popular. It can feel lonely. It can feel like your faith is just a small candle flickering in a hurricane. But what Elijah didn't know was that heaven had never left his side. Look closely at the drought. While the land was starving, Elijah was sustained, not by wealth, not by power, not by his own strength, but by God. The Lord sent ravens to feed him morning and evening. Bread and meat arrived. Not a feast, just enough. A daily reminder that God was watching. And sometimes that is how God works. He doesn't always send abundance. Sometimes He sends daily provision, just enough strength for today, just enough grace for this moment. If you find yourself in a dry season right now, don't only look at the ground around you. Look at the God who commands even the birds of the sky to care for His children. Then the day came. Mount Carmel, 450 prophets of Baal filled the mountain. They shouted, they danced, they cried out to a God who could not hear them. For hours, nothing happened, because silence is the only answer false gods can give. Then Elijah stepped forward. He didn't scream. He didn't perform. He simply rebuilt the altar that had been broken, stone by stone. And then he prayed a simple prayer. No theatrics, no shouting, just faith. And suddenly, fire fell from heaven, not just touching the sacrifice, but consuming everything: the wood, the stones, the water in the trench. And in that moment, an entire nation remembered the God they had forgotten. Because God is not looking for a crowd. He's looking for one person willing to stand. But Elijah's greatest moment did not happen on the mountain. It happened in the quiet. After the fire, after the victory, After the exhaustion set in, Elijah found himself alone in a cave, and there God came near, not in the wind, not in the earthquake, not in the fire, but in a still small voice, a whisper. And in that whisper, God reminded Elijah of something powerful. You are not alone. I have reserved 7,000 who have not bowed. Elijah thought he was standing by himself, but heaven had been building an army in silence. Maybe you feel like Elijah today, like you're standing alone, like your faith is surrounded by doubt, like the world has gone in a different direction. But listen carefully. You are not forgotten, you are not alone, and you're not standing for nothing. God is still speaking in the silence. Stand firm, hold the line, and remember, after the fire, the rain always comes. Until next time, give a little kindness wherever you go. It always finds its way back.